Hey guys, it's Adrian, and today I'm taking a look at these brand new Air 4 earbuds from Soundpeats. Now, if Soundpeats is not a brand you've heard of before, that was like me up until about a year ago, but now they're definitely on my radar, and I think they should be on yours as well. So I recently reviewed their Engine 4s, which are right here, and these are one of my favorite earbuds. Like, I never took it off. It was just great, pure banger sound, loud bass. It had a high-res audio with the LDAC codec, but it didn't have ANC. Now, ANC is not something I really care about, but I think a lot of people pass these up because it didn't have ANC. So when they offered to send the Air 4s out, I was a bit hesitant. I'm like, okay, let me try it, but I don't think it's gonna come close to the Engine 4s. However, I was wrong. Along with ANC, these come with 13mm drivers, aptX. These are also Bluetooth 5.3 and they have an IPX4 rating. So let's take a closer look and see if these could be your next pair of earbuds. In the box, we have the charging case, the Soundpeats Air4, a USB Type-C to Type-A cable, manual, and quick start guide. The charging case has a matte type of finish and feel, and you can see, it does a pretty good job at resisting fingerprints. Now, at the very back, we have the Soundpeats logo right there, and a bottom view shows the USB Type-C charging port with this type of, brass copper type color. Looks really nice. Now, once you open it up, you can see there's a green LED light here, which just shows, battery pairing status. And then we have a pressable button here, which can put it into pairing mode. Remove the earbuds from the case. We'll just lift the lid up, grab the right one and left one. You can see it's very easy, very simple to just grab it. It's not very difficult at all. Put it back in, and you can see if I do the upside down test and shake it, those magnets do a very good job at keeping them planted in there. These are what the earbuds look like. So you can see it's a fairly decent sized stem, and at the bottom of it we have the charging contacts. We also have the Soundpeats logo that looks very sharp, and this area also doubles as the touch control, which are pretty responsive. And then we also have some microphones around here for the active noise cancellation and for phone calls. Now, if we take a close look up here, this is what the speaker grill looks like, and you'll notice that there's no ear tips with this because these just sit directly in the ear, and then the stem hangs down at the bottom. There's 13mm drivers, ANC and game mode, Bluetooth 5.3. Working range is about 10 meters or 33 feet. There's 35 milliamp hours per earbud and 330 milliamp hours for the charging case. Playtime is 6.5 hours maximum with the earbuds alone, and up to 26 hours with the charging case. Connecting the Air 4s is quite simple, so I'm just going to lift the lid open. I'm going to press and hold the button to put it into pairing mode while I hit scan on my phone. And I could see it right here. I'm going to tap on Air 4, click on pair, and we're done. Very simple. In the Soundpeats app, we could see the battery life for each individual earbud, and the reason for that is that you could actually just listen to one of these at a time while the other one stays in the case and charges if you want to prolong your battery life. But let's go into the settings down here, and we can also adjust the volume from right up here. We can also turn on adaptive equalizer. I don't really find any benefit to using this, so I've just left this, off all the time when I listen. Now we can also go into equalizer, and you can see there's a bunch of different ones on here. I really like the bass boost, but go ahead and use any of the other ones. And you also have the option to create custom equalizers. You can also turn on ANC or turn it off from here, and you can also turn on game mode for lower latency. And of course, you could just disable the touch controls if you prefer to just use the Soundpeats app. Touch controls are super intuitive, so a double tap will pause or resume playing whatever you're listening to, and then a single tap will either increase or decrease the volume, which is how it should be. A triple tap launches the voice assistant on the right earbud. A triple tap on the left earbud activates the game mode on or off. A long press on the right earbud just forwards the track, and a long press on the left earbud switches between normal mode and ANC. I haven't found any controls to go back to the previous track. The sound coming out of these are easily one of the best I've heard straight out of the box. I mean, I've pretty much made these my daily drivers for the past 2 months. And of course, you also have the Soundpeats app. You can create custom equalizers or choose from their preset equalizers as well. It has such an expansive soundstage, full-bodied, vibrant sound, pretty much with all types of music genres. Vocals came through so sharp and crisp and clean, like it really was a joy to listen to pretty much anything on these. Now, when it came to the bass, it's obviously not going to be as great as, in-ear, well-fitted earbuds where you're going to have that type of like deep, resounding type of bass. But even with that said, I didn't really find myself thinking, oh, I should go back to the Engine 4s because the bass is just not as good on here. This is so well balanced. Like, I think a lot of people can just buy this and the majority of people are going to be satisfied with the sound coming straight out of the box. I really didn't feel like I was lacking. Also, don't let the size of these fool you. They get ridiculously loud and without any distortion at all. In fact, there's times where I just, open the case up, pop one of them off or pop both of them off while I'm doing something else and I forget to put them in my ear, and I could actually listen to something playing from my phone right with them on the table. It gets that loud. Here's an example of what recorded audio sounds like using the microphones on the Soundpeats Air4. You can hear that the audio is clear and there's no breakouts or distortions. I'm getting around 5 to 6 hours of battery life, and that's with ANC turned on and with me listening to the volume pretty much 80% to 100% some of the times. So if you're listening to this with the volume much lower than that, you'll easily get more battery life than me. And if you're a more hardcore user than I am, well, you can get up to 26 hours total playback using the charging case. By the way, you can also listen to one earbud at a time if you want to prolong battery life. So whenever the first one is dead, just pop the other one out, pop the dead one in, and it'll be charged up again. I found the Air4 is super comfortable to wear for many hours at a time thanks to the semi-in-ear design. However, unlike the in-ear canal earbuds, which have a super snug fit, these fit kind of loose, so you are gonna hear ambient noise. And whenever I was walking on very windy days, some of that wind noise would come through even with ANC turned on. The earbuds stayed in place during my brisk walks and while I rode, but I think if you're going to be doing any type of intense activities, there will be a tendency that it may fall out depending on the anatomy of your ear. And if you're a current user of the Engine 4s and you're considering getting the Air 4s, I would say just go for it. When I was using the Engine 4s, I didn't think I would ever get rid of those. I love the design on them. I love the bass coming out of them. And these kind of looked a bit lackluster. I mean, the design on this is nowhere close to the design on the Engine 4s, but just how powerful, well balanced, and vibrant the sound is on here, it's definitely worth the upgrade. So yeah, I've been using the Soundpeats Air4 for about 2 months, and they're seriously one of the best earbuds I've used to date, and I can't believe the price that these are going for. So I think right now it's around 60 to 80 US if there's any sales or discounts going on, and it is worth every dollar of that when you hear the sound that this delivers. I mean, it's so good that I don't even care about trying like offerings from Sony or Samsung or Apple, because I've just been 100% satisfied with these. I haven't found myself wanting or wondering what if. So if you're interested in checking out the Soundpeats Air4 or picking them up for yourself, I'm going to leave some links down below along with a coupon code. So if you found this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. It truly does help me out, and stay tuned. I have some more earbud and headphone reviews coming up, and I'll see you in the next one soon.